Hello there, I'm Alpha. I'm in my second semester as an MBA student. I'm going to talk about something really crucial. Indonesia today has a strong economics fundamentals with a progressive growth rate over the last 5 years. With an average GDP growth rate 5.1% during the first quarter of 2024, Indonesia is surpassing the middle income countries. This provides a significant opportunity for the country to move beyond the middle income trap, and this is according to UNICEF 2024. SDG 4, focusing on ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and promoting lifelong learning opportunities of all. This goal is crucial for individual empowerment, societal progress, and sustainable development, as education is a key driver for economic growth, poverty reduction, and improved health and well-being. Key aspects of SDG 4: universal access, equity, inclusion, quality education, and lifelong learning. I believe in the transformative power of education to improve people's life. Education is truly key to human development. Indonesia itself is the world's fourth largest child population, with 80 million children in 2020 based on the United Nations. Primary school is free in Indonesia, and Indonesia is currently finalizing the implementation of its 9-year compulsory free education program. So, about the Golden Generation Goals by Tanoto Foundation 2024 and Santuref 2022, Indonesia's education's development plays a vital role in achieving its 2045 Golden Generation Goals, but still faces challenges such as teachers' quality, access, and corruption. Either way, I'm going to talk something really important here, which is underestimated, which is early childhood education, or ECE. So what is ECE actually? It is a crucial stage in child's development, the foundation for lifelong learning, emotional well-being, and social skills. It often encompasses structured programs designed to nurture cognitive, emotional, and physical growth, is according to Young Academics 2025. So, according to that, why is it important? Based on UNICEF 2024, ECE stands at the cornerstone in the development of any country. In early years of life, a child's development is the foundation for their future health, education, employment, and productivity. According to UNICEF senior official, this period is uniquely critical due to the rapid growth and activity of the brain. At birth, a baby brain just 1/4 the size of an adult, but by age 1, it doubles in size, and remarkably, 19% of brain development occurs by the time the child turns 5. By investing in formative years of a child's life, ECE is the groundwork for future academic success, social integration, and economic prosperity in one's country. High-quality ECE gives children the best start in life. It provides information, important opportunities to learn and develop. A level development unmatched at any other stage in life. This extraordinary window of growth underscores why early childhood, or ECE, is so vital, not just for the individuals, but also for the well-being and the advancement of the nations, my country, Indonesia. So what is the situation in Indonesia? The situation in Indonesia in 2045, the population of Indonesia will be about 318 million, 16% of whom are going to be a productive age. Indonesia needs to prepare now. Timing is going to be very essential if Indonesia really wants to reap the benefits of the productive age. We must invest now to get the bonus. Manita Zaman, the UNICEF Indonesia country representative, said, For every rupiah you invest in education, you can reap 4 times your investment. You must invest if you want to reap the demographic bonus, according to the Tanoto Foundation 2021. So, Indonesia now is lax in early childhood education or ECE. This is by the Jakarta Post 2024. Data from Statistics Indonesia (BPS) shows that only 36% of Indonesian children attended pre-primary school in 2023, as UNICEF data suggests that East and Southeast have an average of 80% in 2022 when it comes to ECE participation. It's very low, isn't it? Very, very low. The United Nations recent report of learning crisis experiences by low and middle income countries globally has raised concerns about the state of early childhood education in Indonesia, which appeared to be lagging behind its neighboring countries. Almost 60% of children in low-income countries do not have access in early learning opportunities. The report notes, as a result, over 300 million in the world children will not reach minimum reading proficiency levels by 2030 unless immediate action is taken. Stefania Giannini of UNESCO said, "Investing in our youngest children brings the greatest return, both socially and economically. The price of inaction can be very high." 43% of pre-primary teachers across Indonesia do not have the necessary training, estimating that the world would need 6 more pre-primary teachers by 2030 to meet the SDG target to ensure quality early education for all the children by UNICEF Indonesia 2024. ECE spending in Indonesia is low compared to global standards, only 0.2% of GDP in recent years, and only 5% of the total education budget, while the global benchmark is 1% of GDP and 10% of the national education budget by the Ministry of Finance, LPEM, and MOECRT 2019. By UNICEF Indonesia 2024, the government seeks to ensure that every village has at least one ECE center, but nearly 80% are not accredited. Only around 32% of preschool teachers have a diploma or bachelor's degree in education, and only around 20% of ECD or ECE centers in Indonesia currently accredited. Improving the quality of early learning services in Indonesia remains a serious challenge. To support early learning activities, the government provides subsidies through an operational management grant amounting rupiah 600,000 rupiah, or is it about $40 of US dollars per child per year for ECE centers. However, many ECE centers do not receive the grant because it is not formally registered. The question is it enough for a year? Access to ECE in Indonesia remains fragmented with significant disparities in availability, quality, and participation rates across regions and income levels by the World Bank 2021. Many, particularly children in remote and low-income areas, lack access to structured early learning services. Inequality is most visible between rural and urban settings. Urban areas generally have better ECE infrastructure, more qualified teachers, and greater funding, while rural and remote regions often depend on under-resourced community-based centers and or informal arrangement by UNICEF 2020, the one who are non-accredited or registered. Economic strongly influence ECE access. Children from the wealthier families are more likely to attend private early childhood centers with enriched learning environments. In contrast, those from poor people households face barriers such as cost, distance, lack of information about the benefits of early learning education by the Ministry of Education and Culture 2020. Teachers' quality and curriculum inconsistency further reflect fragmentation. ECE teachers in rural or low-income areas often lack formal training or certification, leading to a wide variation in learning outcomes and care standards. These disparities in early learning mirror broader patterns of social inequality in Indonesia, where geographic, economic, and infrastructural factors reinforce cycles of disadvantage from an early age by the UNICEF and the World Bank 2021. So, this has come, the social entrepreneur. What is social entrepreneurs? They are primarily driven by a desire to address social or environmental problems rather than solely pursuing profit. Aim to create a long-term impact and measurable change in areas like education, health, poverty, or sustainability by thus and currently. They are someone who understand social problems and use their entrepreneurial skills to create social change in order to improve the welfare of society. They look for creative ways to deliver social value using limited sources, often blending business methods with insights. Despite increasing attention to ECE, Indonesia still lacks of significant numbers of social enterprises that focuses on ECE. Its largely dominated by government programs, philanthropic foundation, and non-profit organization with only indirect social enterprise involvement. For example, the Tanoto Foundation, while it's not actually a social enterprise itself, it's a philanthropic one, giving grants and donation with an altruistic mission, plays a crucial enabling role in supporting and strengthening, particularly in ECE, education equity and community development across Indonesia by the Tanoto Foundation 2021. Others, for instance, the World Bank ECED project, established community-based centers with village grants, not through social enterprise models, by the World Bank 2021. Most Indonesian children, even at early age, now own their own smartphones. Over 58% of children aged 5 until 17 use smartphone daily by KPPA 2021. However, high-quality edutainment content is lacking and often misaligned with child development needs by the UNICEF 2020 and IDAI 2022. This highlights the urgent need for locally relevant and developmentally appropriate digital education tools that support ECE or early childhood development by the World Bank 2021. Social entrepreneur got ideas, mission for the better, and put action toward this. I developed this game based on the Shichida and Montessori method to help children learning their right and left brain. Shichida focused on the right brain development during the golden age, which is since birth and then until 6 years. Using fast-paced flashcards, music, and emotional bonding to enhance memory, intuition, and empathy by the Shichida 2005. Montessori promotes independent hands-on learning through structured environmental, sensorial tools, and daily life activities that support autonomy, focus, and self-discipline, based on the Montessori 1967 and Lilliard 2017. Both methods emphasize early learnings but differ in approach. Shichida is more emotional and memory focused, while Montessori is practically exploratory, each aligning with sensitive development periods by the Shichida 2005. I got dreams for my nations, especially for future generations. I'm intrigued for Arnold Raskin dual social entrepreneur. He operates two interconnected ventures, one non-profit, one profit, to achieve a shared social mission. Am I going to be a social entrepreneur? No one knows. But I don't quit. I thrive. Thank you.